What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If this your first time here, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, be down the gang. So, I can't even sit here and say this video is gonna be a life update, but I will sit here and say that it's been a spiritual update, so to say. So, yeah. I'm trying to start this off as polite as possible. It might not be polite the whole time. It's not gonna be polite the whole time. But what I can say is I had a reading with the Baron. If y'all don't know who he is, I will link his channel down in the description or in the cards or something like that or whatever. Go subscribe. I would link the video that's posted, but I think y'all should just go binge watch his channel, because if you're spiritual, he actually is like the real deal of stuff, because a lot of this stuff within this reading, there's no way in hell that he could announce. So I don't know if this is a review, but I don't know really what to call it. But basically, I'm just taking action within what was told to me to do. So yeah. As y'all know, I'm a mama for y'all. I have 2 kids in the background, which is my youngest 2 kids, because they just don't act like they have home training. But anyway, so with that being said, y'all will hear that in the background. I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth trying to even record this. This is why I don't do a lot of recording anyway, because I can never be great. Even if I look like I'm ready to record and look camera ready, I can never fucking be great, because they be hating on the nigga. But this is my second reading that I have done with the Baron. The first one was a 5-card reading, and this one is the one I did because I already had like Orishas. I have already had like 2 Babalas to say what Orisha was over my head. And that's a whole different thing, so I ain't gonna go in it. But let's just say Ocean is that girl for me. Okay, y'all. So this will be a multi-part video. I will say that. But what I was saying about the reading and whatever type of video this is going to be, because I can't really just sit here and say that I know. I would say that this review and me taking action on what was told to me to do in the reading to unlock other levels of my spiritual journey, so to say. So I guess this is kind of a life update and stuff like that. It's kind of a life update, but I feel like it's more so like story time, and more so this probably will help other people being out here in the YouTube streets that's more than likely dealing with the same shit, or have dealt with the same shit I deal with or dealt with. So I don't know if he kept in the video at the end of the video when he asked me how did I like my reading, y'all. I didn't have no issue with the reading. I liked the reading. It just was, I was still like, I'm not a person that's gonna process some shit real fucking fast. So I'm trying to process why in the fuck do I need to. I'm thinking that he's saying that basically it's a misunderstanding. So I like to read him, but when he asked me that, I'm so still stuck on issues with my family. I don't even talk to my fucking family. They don't check for me. I don't check for them. It is what the fuck it is. I haven't talked to my family for years. My mom been dead for years. So that's the family I'm thinking of. So that's why I had asked him, like, is like my baby daddy supposed to be family or something? Because I don't fuck with my family like that, y'all. I fuck with who I fuck with in my family, and that's all I make. That's all of like 10 people on my mom's side. And that's just really what it is. My dad's side, I don't even know my dad's side of the family. I know my grandma, my dad, my auntie, my half sister. I really don't know nobody else on my dad's side of the family, or I haven't known anyone on my dad's side of the family for a good ass minute. And that's a whole story within itself. So this is kind of what this video is going to address. Now, if we're looking at family, like my husband, his people, and you know, he got a mama side and daddy side. I really don't have no issues with his mama side or something that need to be cleared up or taken off. But what I was gonna say is, I took him telling me that I need to fix or communicate. I'm taking it like he's saying that I need to have a sit down talk with these people about issues or problems and try to work through these issues and problems that I may or may not be having with like family and stuff like that. So I'm not taking it like he's saying that you just need to get it off your chest. You just need to get it out basically and open. So when I actually understood what the fuck he was saying, and I just basically listening but not hearing or understanding, understanding, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I wasn't doing none of that. So I'm just really trying to think, because when I think of my family, I automatically think of my mama's side. I don't think about my daddy's side. That's how much I don't fuck with them, or I didn't know them, or don't know them really. Jay, mama side, daddy side, that's technically considered family because we're married. And then I asked about my baby daddy, like we had kids together, and like normal people with common sense know that once we have kids together, that's a lifetime thing. Like even after they turn 18, y'all both still, like when your kids have kids, you're still gonna have grandkids and stuff like that. So you still may see this motherfucker whether you like them or not. So I'm just trying to really, that blew me, because it's like I can't work with no spirits, no deities want to work with me because of my family. Like y'all, when I sit here and say this, I'm so confused, because unless it's my money, my family, like my kids' family, like my actual family that I fuck with, money, my kids, self-love, stuff like that, I haven't been doing no work or no spell stuff. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I can do. I know I can do it. It's dark work in here that I have started. Well, I haven't started because I literally know that it's going to put me in a negative space. It's going to put me in a dark space. And what the fuck I'm trying to work in. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with any issue that another thing, y'all, I don't speak, y'all know, even on here, I don't speak on nothing other than my kids that's like negative, my oldest 2 kids or whatever. My regular other parts of my family, I don't speak on them motherfuckers. I can care less to speak on them motherfuckers. And even from like Jay people, with that issue with his mom, I haven't spoken that shit since we stayed in Cabot. Jackson, I don't even think was born yet, or he was like Birchwood. So it's been about 4 or 5 years, 3 to, I would say 3 or 4 years since Birchwood, I think. And that's a place that we stayed at. So, I don't know. I don't, if I don't like you, or I don't like your actions or something a person did, I just don't fuck with them. It's not, oh, well, you did this or you don't do this. Let me go put you in a spell and conjure up a spell to put you in a spell because you're my family. You got me fucked up. So that's why I was just like, no, dude. Like, I was still stuck on there. So I'm saying all that to say, when he asked me how was my reading, I'm still trying to figure out, like, why, what family? What the fuck family issues? I don't even talk to my family. I don't deal with my family. I don't deal with fucking people. I don't even like people, to be honest with y'all. Like, some people I can sit here, I can fuck with. I learned, like, me and Jay was talking about this shit the other day too. Like, female friends. I'm only still friends with pretty bitches. I'm not friends with regular, average looking bitches, fat bitches, like super, like, no. Like, if they're not pretty or cute, I can't be friends with them because it's always a fucking issue that it's just like it's always a fucking issue. It's something always fucking happens. So, and babe was like, that was kind of just what I'm trying to work on and manifest. It's not gonna come to fruition because I'm in a negative ass, dark ass space. Again, I'm working on and manifesting self-love, self-confidence. I'm working on manifesting money, legacy, shit like that. So it's not really on me to do a dark spell, or really even in my intent to do a dark spell on my family, because I don't think about them like that. Fuck them. Like, the biggest flex to me is to shit on motherfuckers that say and said that you was a shit. And really, do I even need to shit on y'all? Because most of their lives is already miserable and sorry as the fuck. And that's the truth. Like, whether people want to admit to it or not. And Jay was just looking at it like, they're probably jealous of you. If you have not done nothing to nobody and they still have an issue with you, it's because they're jealous of you. So, I'm gonna start like with the first example, because he's the one that even told me about this that I didn't believe. It took my friend that I'm still friends with now to tell me like what this person was saying about me and stuff like that. My sister on my daddy's side. I have a sister on my mom's side too, y'all. I have no issues with her. She lives out the way in Maine. But if she's even in the States, I don't recall. But my half sister on my daddy's side, like, bitch, you're my only sister, because I have a sister that lives out of state or out of country now. I forgot which one she said. It's been a minute since I talked to her. But this sister on my mom's side, she was put up for adoption, and stuff like that. So I didn't know her coming up. The only sister I knew coming up was my sister on my dad's side or whatever. I have never had a problem with her because she's my fucking sister. So you would think, since someone's, like, most sisters have like a close relationship or close bond, they either real cool or they have a toxic ass relationship. I don't want no fucking toxic ass relationship with my little fucking sister. Who the fuck? For fucking what? Like, that it just makes no sense to me. Like, I was not raised like that. I'm the only child. Basically with my mom, because she put her other daughter up for adoption. So this is my sister on my dad's side. Why in the fuck would I not? And then you're my little sister. So what problem would I have with you? Make it make sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and address this and give like a little story time, so to say. So I haven't talked to my little sister on my daddy's side. I'm calling BB. I talked to BB, and that's not her actual government name, but that is a nickname, so I will call her BB. I haven't talked to BB since Jackson maybe was 1 or 2. I don't know. Jackson is 6 now. This is when all this shit came the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So this is like some shit that came the fuck out that I know it's not a dude. Like, the whole time, like, ever since my sister been like older, like between 16 and older, like, people have always been like, dude, she not your friend, she don't fuck with you like that, this, that, and the third, you think you and her cool, she don't like you, this, that, and the third. And it's like, y'all motherfuckers just messy. My dumb ass. Y'all motherfuckers just messy, petty baddies and shit like that. Right? This whole fucking time, I don't believe it, because it's either a bitch that I don't know, and I don't know your intent or your reasoning or why the fuck you're telling me this shit. And then it's been dudes that try to holler at me that know my sister, but then be like, I mean, she don't fuck with you, and this, that, and the third. It's like, so you know me through my sister, but she don't fuck with me, but yet you over here trying to holler at me. So it just makes no sense. So I really feel like a motherfucker just fucking hating, and a lot of people are messy. People love drama and sex sales, entertainment and sex sales. So I'm just brushing it off as that. Yeah, cause for what? So stayed in Cabbage, y'all. I think I had went to one of my nephew's baseball games. She was acting weird then. I should have peeped that shit out, nigga. My nephew had a birthday party. I bought him a cake or whatever. When he was a baby, I would babysit him and buy him shoes, clothes, and all this other shit. Even with the shit that I'm dealing with my other 2 kids. That's still my nephew. He's a child. He didn't ask to fucking be here. Why the fuck would I, like, why would I not like him? And why the fuck would I think that my sister has an issue with me? Because, like, y'all, my family on my dad's side, when it comes to helping and doing anything for and all the extra, like, they would, like, my grandma on my dad's side co-signed for her to get a car. My grandma on my dad's side got her a phone and paid her phone bill and shit like that. And not just her, but my other little cousin. I'm the only one that they didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they're doing that shit, and the only thing that I'm saying is, nigga, that's their favoritism. They don't help me out at all with, like, none of that shit. That's their favoritism and shit like that. That's what the fuck it is. That's literally what the fuck it is. If you do for one grandkid or this grandchild, but you don't do for the other one, you're showing favoritism. They both need. So, moving along, y'all. Like, it's a bunch of little shit, but I'm just trying to, like, make this as short as possible. Because maybe this is some internal shit that I need to get off my motherfucking chest, because it's a problem. And I didn't want to speak on it, but it's just like, I ain't gonna speak on it because fuck them, fuck their energy. Fuck them. Like, why the fuck would I sit here and spend, like, take my energy to even speak on this motherfucker, right? Because it's really not that big of a deal, because I still got more than what the fuck these motherfuckers could ever have. So, who really gonna take a loss here? Me or them? So, I just have not been speaking on this shit, because what the fuck are you really even doing with your life? What the fuck do you have to show for it? a degree. That took you how long to get? If you even have a degree, or you just in college. You know what I'm saying? So it just be a lot of shit, y'all, that a motherfucker really could say. Like how she was fucking her baby daddy while he was fucking married. Like it's just a lot of shit that I can sit here and say and pop off about a motherfucker, but for fucking what? It's just drama. So you got that shit going on or whatever. So I talked to Jay about it. I'm like, dude, like I said, we helped her, we did this, we do that, we did this, we did that, or whatever. I would go take her out to eat and shit like that, like to spend time with my sister. Like I don't know how. I don't even understand what the fuck is wrong with this shit, nigga. What the fuck the problem is with spending? Cause it's not like I'm just gonna spend time with you and just talk about my grandma now. Cause fuck them. She had a problem when I'm like, nigga, fuck them. But that's how the fuck I feel. Well, you ain't talk about my grandma like that. Nigga, she a bitch. She showed her favoritism and fuck them. Like at the end of the goddamn day. And I would say this shit to their motherfucking face. Like I don't understand why this bitch always wanna know my motherfucking business. Because you're not helping me with shit. So why the fuck do you wanna sit here and BB go out with me or go do this, do that, whatever the fuck I talk about with BB or whatever the fuck I'm dealing with BB. I don't know why Charlotte Nelson went out. Like I just really don't know why the fuck she went out. If you can sit here and babysit her child but can't babysit the same kids that you was watching or your new grandchildren and stuff like that, but you had no problem with doing that for her or my other little cousin, that's favoritism. Where the fuck does that be, like, make it make sense? And then, like, my little sister, I could never understand why she would get mad when I sit here and say shit like, dude, she'd tell me shit. So, like, me being ignorant of it, she would tell me shit that, like, my grandma, my auntie, or my little cousin would sit here and say about me, and it doesn't make no sense. And then when I sat here and said, I said, they sit here and talk all this motherfucking shit about me, but it's crazy because I'm not friends with them on social media, I don't fuck with them, I don't ask them for shit, but yet they still find a way to keep up with what the fuck I'm doing, and still find a way to give a fuck about what the fuck I'm doing, right? Well, they don't care about you, they do. So mind y'all, in January of 2025, me and Jay would have been together for 12 years. Right now we've been together 11 years or whatever, right? So she mad, and I'm telling Jay all this shit, nigga, and she mad, she got an issue, well, it's not this, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. I wouldn't know that they even doing this shit unless you were telling me, right? Jay would be like, for one, we help her, Jay fixed her car at least twice. She need gas money, motherfucker did it. I was, like I said, watching my nephew because that's my fucking nephew. I'm not gonna charge you to watch my goddamn nephew. Like, come the fuck on. What normal adult don't spend time with their nieces and nephews if they have them? Like, make it make sense. That's like having grandkids that you don't fuck with. Make it make sense. You only talking to her and it's this, that, and the third. Whoop, this, whoop, that. Like, more than likely she telling them some type of fucking bullshit. This, that, and the third. Whoop, this, whoop, that, right? So, I'm just taking that shit like, that don't make no sense. Like, cause it took my husband to be like, dude, your sister's jealous of you. And I'm trying to figure out, you jealous of me for what? Because you got all the babysitter in the world, you co-sign for your car so that you don't have a regular ass car. The phone is in her name. Like, I'm not understanding what the fuck there is to be jealous about. Because, like, they not doing none of this shit for me, so why the fuck would she be jealous of me? And then it makes sense. Cause this bitch is just a hater. And I'm pretty. That be when people be like, people think shit is easy for pretty people. If a motherfucker is pretty and they low-key, high-key jealous of your ass, this is the shit that they fucking do. Like, just, y'all, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna keep these comments on or not. They get ridiculous, I'm just gonna turn them off. But y'all let me know what y'all think, because if you're not babysitting my kids, you don't invite me over here just to have like a family dinner, got like a normal family shit. All you do is talk shit about me. Why the fuck do you give a fuck about my goddamn business, right? So, and at the time I did sit here and say that she was a fucking bitch. Like, nigga, fuck that bitch. That's how the fuck I feel. Like, you don't act like a fucking grandma. You act like a regular motherfucker out here on the street, so that's what the fuck I'm gonna treat you like. I'm gonna treat you how the fuck you treat me. She's dead now. And my dad. So moving forward, I'm talking to Jay about this shit, and Jay like, babe, she the hater. Your grandma, this person probably ain't said this shit, ain't did this shit, ain't did that, ain't did your grandma, your auntie ain't did that shit. Because if you only talking to her. So one day, I'm thinking from what BB said, because BB know all of the family and stuff like that. Because this is the child that's the favorite. This is the child that y'all introduce when y'all are out. This is a child that y'all, you know, help with school stuff, help with this, help with that. This is the child. So she knows the cousins and this, and the third. Even coming up, this was the person, right? So a lot of people I did not know, but they know who the fuck she is, right? And let me touch on this shit too. For anybody that might see this and still feel like, oh, well, she's just jealous of her. Why the fuck, like y'all, she has nothing that I fucking have. Nothing that I have. She's damn near fat. But I never had an issue with her or thought that it would be a problem with her because she's not doing it. She my whole thought process with that is it's not her fault that they're fucking showing favoritism. This is the shit. Like, you talking shit about me. And my hunger basically confirmed all this shit. And it's a hunger that I thought was my cousin on my daddy's side. Because like I said, I don't know my daddy's side of the family. I know my dad, my grandma, my auntie, her son, right? And my half sister. So that's all I already know on my dad's side. So like other uncles and aunties and shit like that, I had to be in my 30s to figure out who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain people that know the real fucking story, nigga. Cause I went to my dad's funeral or whatever. Because I mean, I had my whole issue with my damn daddy too, y'all. And it's just, I feel like if he was involved with a lot of shit in a man, I wouldn't have went through a lot of shit that I went through as a child. But that was me and my daddy issue. Not me and my daddy and BB issue. Me and my daddy issue, right? So like, I don't get the jealousy versus the flat out blatant, like, these motherfuckers is sorry as hell. Like, I'm talking about them. I ain't never said anything about her. But these motherfuckers are sorry as hell due to this favoritism and shit like that. Why the fuck am I gonna be mad at her for what the fuck grown people been doing? How the fuck is that her fault? It's what I was thinking, right? So my hunger sat here and told me basically what the fuck this girl was around here saying about me, right? I'm calling hunger Sky. She basically was telling me what BB said about me. Mind you, I have been seeing Sky for years and like never had no problem because I thought she was our real cousin and I thought she was my cousin on my daddy's side or whatever, because who would know that? BB. So when BB like that's our cousin and this, that, and third, shit, this is one of the cousins that I do know that's around our damn age. So one day, I'm thinking from what BB said, because BB know all of the family and stuff like that. Because this is the child that's the favorite. This is the child that y'all introduce when y'all are out. This is a child that y'all, you know, help with school stuff, help with this, help with that. This is the child. So she knows the cousins and this, and the third. Even coming up, this was the person, right? So a lot of people I did not know, but they know who the fuck she is, right? And let me touch on this shit too. For anybody that might see this and still feel like, oh, well, she's just jealous of her. Why the fuck, like y'all, she has nothing that I fucking have. Nothing that I have. She's damn near fat. But I never had an issue with her or thought that it would be a problem with her because she's not doing it. She's my whole thought process with that is it's not her fault that they're fucking showing favoritism. This is the shit. Like, you talking shit about me. And my hunger basically confirmed all this shit. And it's a hunger that I thought was my cousin on my daddy's side. Because like I said, I don't know my daddy's side of the family. I know my dad, my grandma, my auntie, her son, right? And my half sister. So that's all I really know on my dad's side. So like other uncles and aunties and shit like that, I had to be in my 30s to figure out who the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain people that know the real fucking story, nigga. Cause I went to my dad's funeral or whatever. Because I mean, I had my whole issue with my damn daddy too, y'all. And it's just, I feel like if he was involved with a lot of shit in a man, I wouldn't have went through a lot of shit that I went through as a child. But that was me and my daddy issue. Not me and my daddy and BB issue. Me and my daddy issue, right? So I'm on it. shit, what's up, cuz? Energy type shit. Like, why the fuck would I not like you? Because you're my blood on my daddy's side, and you have never said anything about me. I have never heard anything. All right. So she doing my hair, y'all, and y'all, I believed it because what the fuck reason did she have to lie to me? And she's not the only person that fucking said that. And she has never been rude to me, none of that shit. So we talking or whatever, and she like, dude, I mean, we got to talking or whatever, and she was just telling me certain stuff, and we was talking about other stuff. I ain't gonna sit here and, cause I don't want to put like nobody else's business out, but she basically, when she said that shit, I put my post on Facebook. Mind you now, BB not my friend, neither is her regular ass sister, neither is her regular ass mama. Why the fuck do y'all see my statuses is going up? Talking about I got, not my husband Jay, but my little cousin, and I would just say my auntie's son. So he all of a sudden got an issue with me, right? Mind you now, I don't be talking to my grandma and my auntie now. Like, even when they were living, like, I had not, like, yeah, it had got to the point, or got into the point where my daddy passed, I didn't know when he passed, and my grandma passed, I didn't know when she passed. It took somebody else outside to reach out to me and be like, hey, you know this person passed, and somebody going to their funeral. Nah, I didn't know. Like, and yeah, I go to funerals not to start shit or drama, but to pay respect to the dead. Like, at the end of the day, like, I've been stopped being mad at my daddy, so of course I went to his funeral. But other than that, like, nah. By this point, after my dad passed, by this point, I wasn't even fucking with my grandma. Wasn't fucked about fucking with my grandma. And it's just what it is. It's like, nigga, you showing favoritism. I'm not gonna be with this back and forth weird ass energy shit. But me and Jay after talking, it's like, more than likely what she was doing was going back telling Dee Dee, and that's not my aunt real name, but that's what, it's weird because her nickname was Dee Dee, but my name was Dee Dee because my real name is Deidre. Dee Dee's my nickname. My auntie name, I'm not gonna say her real name, but that's her nickname too. So me, my husband, shit, and Sky was like, more than likely what the fuck this miserable bitch was doing was telling my auntie, my grandma, and my little cousin shit that I didn't even fucking say. Cause yeah, my little cousin was mad just all of a sudden after fucking blue at me. And I still don't know why the fuck he mad at me all of a sudden after fucking blue. Like, you mad at me because I made a fucking post? You mad at me for making a post telling the fucking truth about favoritism? Because that's what the fuck happened. Because if it's that, then what the fuck, yo? I don't give a fuck. But I had been making posts about that shit, and that nigga been not really having a fucking problem with the shit. He wouldn't address that shit at all. So, but at the same time, bitch, you mad because somebody telling the truth? Oh, well, nobody gotta watch your badass kids and blah, 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 this, blah, blah, blah. And you absolutely right, and you don't. And I don't want nobody to watch my kids that don't even fucking like my kids. I don't want nobody that's gonna watch my kids that's gonna treat my kids how the fuck they treated me. So, no, I don't want nobody. If you're gonna treat my kids how you treated me, it's better for them not to know you. So, that was not really an issue with me, because why the fuck would I want my kids to go through the same shit that I went through? Make it make sense. Any of them. Make it make sense. So, I had got past that shit, but my kids gotta be badass kids when your kids are bad and dusty. But I'll be wrong if I say some shit like that, right? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Mind you now, I didn't say that shit to him, about him, whatever the fuck I post about my family when people was trying to figure out, well, what happened to your grandma? Your grandma used to watch your kids. I mean, you got help and blah, blah. No, the fuck I don't. They show favoritism, so I don't have no damn help. So unless it was that type of energy, why the fuck my little cousin call herself mad at me? I don't know. My auntie, y'all, all she do was sit here and smoke weed and work. So yeah, my auntie on my dad's side always gave that cool auntie energy. She always had money. She always worked. Like, I really had no reason not to like her. Now, on the flip side, BB never like Diddy. She got cool with her over time, I noticed, but she was the one talking about how she do smoke weed. She feel like she thinks she the shit and this, that, and third. I never got that fucking impression of fucking Diddy. Like, the most thing that happened with my auntie was the fact that I supposed to stole her gold jewelry and gave it to my mama, but I was with my mama when she bought this gold necklace. That's the only thing that I can sit here and say that my auntie have ever did to me that I feel like was fucked up, because I didn't steal your shit. And then, but I think it came out, her child took it and gave it to like a girlfriend or some shit at school. I don't know. But that's how much of that shit that I really gave a fuck about. Diddy was always the cool auntie. If she bought your kids Christmas shit, nigga, it was some up-to-date, clean. It was some up-to-date, clean ass shit. So like, I really never had no issue with my auntie. Neither. Maybe I bleeped that out, I don't know. But neither did I with my little cousin. So now Diddy, I can't sit here and say that she talking and stuff like that. And when I went to my dad's funeral, she made sure that everybody knew that I was my dad's child. Like, nigga, nah, y'all not gonna treat her like she's a regular guest and this, that, and the third. Diddy has always been that. Like, so I really have never had no issue with Diddy like that. But when I noticed when I lived with them, or lived with my grandma, she had a problem. She always smashed. She, you know, it was beef. It was this, it was that. But when I think about it, it was always an issue. She didn't start acting different after BB came around. So whatever stupid shit that she said that I was supposed to have said, nigga, like, that's when it was beef. When my grandma was like, you know, BB needs someone to stay, you need someone to stay, so why don't y'all stay together? I don't want to stay with my damn little sister. Because it's useless drama from people that I feel like is at the bottom of the barrel. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and beef with you or argue with you or any of that shit with you. Cause for fucking what? Like, I don't have no issue with you. Like, y'all, right now to this day, this supposedly grown man stay in the house that grandma had. So she left you a house. More than likely my dad had properties too that was left to him as well. So all you gotta do is keep utilities on. Like, and you live in the hood. So why the fuck would I waste my time with any type of conjure work or dark magic? So this is another reason why I sit here and say that I don't even get where the family shit came from. Like, you're a living struggle at the end of the goddamn day. So yeah, I didn't want to stay with my little sister. I would do the application and apply for myself because I have income or whatever, or I had income at the time. So I know I could find somewhere to stay and I won't be staying with my grandma long. I think I stayed there maybe a month, maybe two, but I think like a month until I got this house or whatever that I found and stuff like that. But I didn't want to stay with my sister because the thing about it is, y'all, or why the fuck I didn't want to stay with my sister, it's not because I was jealous. It was because I know people sit here and fall out over who got this much rent, how the fuck she getting back and forth to work. Like, it's a lot of shit, and I didn't want to fall out with her about that type of shit. So I didn't want to stay with her. And then my grandma was talking about staying together in like the projects. I didn't want to do that. So after that shit, now all of a sudden my auntie acting weird, my grandma acting weird, it's a problem. And it wasn't a problem at first. So more than likely she told them that I said some shit that I didn't fucking say. She can ride with us. Her and her fucking kids, they all can sit here and ride with us, this and the third. Like, you know, if somebody gonna have someone to sit to put their father to rest, like she that's who the fuck that is. So like, my auntie like stepped the fuck up when it came to that type of shit. So, but she would do that and still have an issue. But do she really have an issue, or was Bianca just telling her, or was BB just telling her that I said some shit that I didn't fucking say? So that's the part of it where I still feel like adults should just sit here and be like, why the fuck would you sit here and say this? Like, not saying that, don't come and be like that, but I'm saying, like, tell me what the fuck I supposed to have did so I can clarify if I did say it or if I didn't say it, if it is or if it isn't a lie. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's been a family issue that probably should have been put off my chest. But again, this is not some shit that I feel like I should do spill work. Not being funny, y'all, but think about it. My grandma's dead and my dad's dead. So, what more? But I still, I don't know, I just wasn't thinking about it. Like, cause they literally have always showed favoritism. So I'm just thinking it's one of them times. I wasn't thinking like, she going back telling them this, she going back saying this, she going back saying that. Cause like, bitch, who the fuck finna clock you like that? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck like that enough. Like, that's like some deep level of fucking hate for a person that's your sister. Are you hearing this shit? Like, make it make sense. I don't like Diddy because of why. Make it make sense. Like, the math is not mathing to me. The only issue that I can sit here and say is a motherfucker is salty based off some shit that she had told them. And I feel like when you above a certain age, that all grown adults can sit here and have a fucking conversation. Like, so Deidre, I mean, you said this, you said that, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that, woo, this, woo, that, and I don't like this, and third. And have a conversation. I feel like people are so fucking ignorant with that. Like, people don't like to fucking communicate. They take this part, they take that part, they take this, they take that, and they want to flip it and remix it. Like, y'all are mad at me. Like, and this is for... Because right now, my dad is dead and my grandma's dead. So the only people in the story that's living is my cousin, my sister, and my auntie. I don't know where the fuck my auntie is with that shit, because one thing about my auntie is she cannot like you and not fuck with you, but she gonna do what's right for the most part. So like at my dad's funeral, she like, nigga, even my grandma sitting here looking like shit, I'm not who the fuck I'm supposed to be. Shit, my auntie was like, nigga, that's his daughter, and she ain't finna sit here and ride, and in the back of that, she riding with us.